Halloween in New York of 2021 event by Colton Dennis. Crowd cheering. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another great night of wrestling. We have some great matches in store for you tonight. All 4 titles will be defended, said announcer number 1. That's right, but there's a little twist. The champions will be defending them against former champions. We could see a couple new champions where they could hold the title a second time, said announcer number 2. That's right, and let's head to the ring for our first match, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the Ladies' Championship. Introducing the challenger, Melody, and her opponent. She is the Ladies' Champion, Tempest, said announcer number 3. Beldings. Both Melody and Tempest walk towards each other, then get face to face. Do you really think you could win, huh? Do you? Asked Tempest. Melody looks away, then slaps Tempest. Tempest staggers. Melody grabs Tempest's head, then bounces it off the turnbuckle. Tempest groans. Melody chops Tempest's chest, grabs her left arm, then whips her. Tempest goes into the opposite corner hard, then falls onto the mat. Melody covers Tempest. 1, 2. Tempest kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Count ref, said Melody. It was 2. Melody, said referee number 1. Shut up. Melody picks up Tempest's. Come on, I thought you were the champion, said Melody. Tempest moves Melody's arm, then punches her. Melody falls onto the mat, then holds her face. Tempest continuously kicking Melody, picks her up, then chops her chest. Melody groans, then leans onto the ropes. Tempest chops Melody's chest again. Melody groans. Tempest bounces Melody off the ropes, then does a kitchen sink. Melody flips onto the mat. Tempest covers Melody. 1, 2. Melody kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Tempest stands up, goes through the middle ropes, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Melody slowly stands up. Tempest gets to the top turnbuckle, looks at Melody, jumps off, then goes for a crossbody. Melody ducks. Tempest lands face first onto the mat, then groans. Melody, laying in the corner, stares at Tempest, quickly stands up, then starts punching her. Tempest tries covering up. Melody stands up, then kicks Tempest's side. Tempest groans. You aren't better than me. Do you hear me, bitch? You aren't better than me. Melody kicks Tempest's side again. Tempest rolling through the bottom rope, then stops on the ledge of the ring. Where are you going? Asked Melody, sticking her head through the middle ropes. Tempest kicks Melody's head. Melody groans, then falls onto the mat. Tempest stands up, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Melody punches Tempest. Tempest sitting onto the top turnbuckle. Melody climbs onto the second rope, then continuously punches Tempest. What is Melody planning here? Asked announcer number 2. I don't know. Just hopefully nothing bad happens, said announcer number 1. Melody sets Tempest up for a suplex. Tempest blocking suplex, continuously punches Melody's left side, then pushes her off the second rope. Melody lands onto the mat, then groans. Tempest sees Melody, stands onto the top turnbuckle, jumps off of it, then does an elbow drop onto Melody. Melody groans. Tempest covers Melody. 1, 2. Melody kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Tempest nods her head, then stands up. Come on, get up, said Tempest, waving at Melody. Melody slowly stands up, then turns around. Tempest goes for a forearm. Melody blocks Tempest's right arm, spins her around, wraps her arms around her head, then does a jumping knee. Tempest falls onto the mat. Melody covers Tempest. 1, 2. Tempest kicks out. 2. Melody screams, then continuously punches Tempest. Referee number 1 pulls Melody off of Tempest. Control yourself. You could get disqualified, said referee number 1. Melody looks at Tempest, runs, then kicks her side. Tempest groans. Melody looks at the corner, then smiles. Are you ready? Are you ready to lose your precious title? Melody grabs Tempest's hair. Come with me, bitch, said Melody, dragging Tempest towards the corner, jumps onto the second rope, sets up for a DDT, leaps off, then lands onto her feet, the mat. Tempest wraps her left arm around Melody's body, then flips her into the corner. Melody groans. Oh my God, did you just see that? Tempest flipped Melody into the corner, said announcer number 2. Hopefully she's all right, said announcer number 1. Tempest slowly standing up, then waves at Melody. Come on, said Tempest. Melody slowly moving, grabs the top rope, pulls herself to her feet, then turns around. Tempest does a running forearm onto Melody. Melody goes through the middle ropes, then lands onto the floor. Tempest, shaking her head, goes through the middle ropes, then picks up Melody. Melody goes limp. Tempest wraps her arm around Melody's head, then lifts her up onto the ledge of the ring. Melody, hitting Tempest's back, wraps her left arm around her head, jumps off the ledge of the ring, then does a tornado DDT onto the floor. And quat, sweet Melody, and quat, onto the floor, said announcer number 2. That's amazing, said announcer number 1. Both Melody and Tempest are laying motionlessly on the floor. 8, 9, 10. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Ladies and gentlemen, both competitors have been counted out, but still your ladies champion. Tempest, said announcer number 3. Referee number 1 goes through the middle ropes, then looks at both Melody and Tempest. Melody slowly stands up, then walks towards Tempest's. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't come any closer, Melody, said referee number 1. The match, said Melody. Both of you have been counted out, said referee number 1. And quat, what, and quat, and quat, what, and quat, yelled Melody, turning towards referee number 1. Get into the back, said referee number 1. Melody kicks referee number 1 in his testicles. Referee number 1 groans, then falls onto the floor. Melody walks up the ramp screaming. Well, both ladies were counted out. But Tempest is still our ladies champion, said announcer number 1. Yeah, but what Melody she just did there was uncalled for, said announcer number 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, up next, Rhino will defend his title in a triple threat match against Taboo and Wicked, said announcer number 1. I can't wait for this match, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the US Continental Championship. Introducing the challengers. Taboo, Wicked, and the US Continental Champion, Rhino, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Taboo runs, jumps at Rhino, then starts punching him. Wicked approaches, grabs Taboo, then throws him off of Rhino. Taboo rolls backwards on the mat, stands up, then runs at Wicked. Wicked clotheslines Taboo. Taboo rolls outside of the ring. Both Rhino and Wicked are staring at each other. Now, here's a match I've been waiting for, said announcer number 2. Rhino punches Wicked. Wicked punches Rhino. Both Rhino and Wicked continuously punch each other. Wicked does a throat thrust onto Rhino. Rhino holds his throat, walks away, then leans against the ropes. Wicked runs, then clotheslines Rhino over the top rope. Taboo appears on the top rope. Wicked turns around. Taboo jumps off the top turnbuckle, then dropkicks Wicked. Wicked falls onto the mat. Taboo covers Wicked. Wicked throws Taboo off himself. Taboo starts hitting Wicked's back. Wicked moves Taboo's arms, then does a throat thrust onto him. Taboo holding his throat. Wicked bounces Taboo off the ropes, then does a back elbow onto him. Rhino slides into the ring, runs at Wicked, then shoulder tackles him. Wicked goes through the middle rope, then lands onto the floor. Taboo stands up, then continuously punches Rhino, bounces him off the ropes, then dropkicks him. Rhino groans. Taboo covers Rhino. 1. Rhino kicks out. 1, said referee number 2. Taboo looks at Wicked outside of the ring. Wicked slowly standing up. Taboo bounces off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then does a suicide dive onto Wicked. Rhino slowly stands up. Taboo climbs onto the ledge of the ring, jumps up, then does a springboard crossbody onto Rhino. Rhino rolls through, picks Taboo up in his arms, lifts him onto his right shoulder, then does a running power slam onto him. Taboo groans. "Did you see the power of Rhino?" asked announcer number 2. "Yes, I did," said announcer number 1. Rhino covers Taboo. 1, 2. Taboo kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Wicked slides into the ring, then does a throat thrust onto Rhino. Rhino staggers away. Wicked punches Rhino. Rhino walks into the corner. Wicked starts kicking Rhino. Rhino slides down the corner. Wicked puts his boot underneath Rhino's chin, starts choking him, then turns around. Taboo dropkicks Wicked. Wicked groans. Taboo picks Wicked up, sets him up for a suplex, then lifts him. Wicked lands onto his feet behind Taboo, then pushes him. Taboo goes into the ropes. Wicked lifts Taboo into the air. Taboo lands face first onto the mat, groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Wicked looks at Rhino, then runs at him. Rhino moves. Wicked goes into the corner. Rhino runs, bounces off ropes, clotheslines Wicked a few times, lifts him up, slams him onto the mat, then bounces off the ropes. Taboo grabs Rhino's leg, then pulls him outside. Rhino pushes Taboo into the barricade. Taboo groans. Rhino slides into the ring, runs, then goes for a leg drop onto Wicked. Wicked moves. Rhino lands onto the mat, groans, then slowly stands up. Wicked grabs Rhino by his throat with both of his hands, lifts him up, does a double-handed falling chokeslam, then covers him. Taboo appears on the top turnbuckle, jumps off, then does a frog splash onto both Rhino and Wicked. All three are groaning. "Oh my, Wicked almost had the victory. But Taboo did his frog splash," said announcer number 2. "This is definitely a match for the history books," said announcer number 1. Taboo crawling towards Rhino, then puts his right arm over him. 1, 2. Wicked hits Taboo. 2. Both Taboo and Wicked slowly stand up, then start punching each other. Taboo continuously punches Wicked. Wicked staggering backwards. Taboo hits Wicked with his forearm, runs, then bounces off the ropes. Wicked catches Taboo by his throat with both of his hands, lifts him up, then does a double-handed falling chokeslam onto him. Rhino stands up, grabs Wicked, then throws him into the ring post. Wicked groans, then falls outside of the ring. Rhino jumps onto the second rope, leaps Off of it, does a leg drop onto Taboo, then covers him. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee. Number 2. Bell dings. Here's your winner and still the US Continental Champion. Rhino, said announcer. Number 3. Rhino retains his US Continental Championship, said announce number 2. It was an amazing match. Any one of them could have won it, said announcer number 1. Yeah, but Rhino came out on top, said announcer. Number 2. Well folks, now we turn to a Fatal 4 Tag Team Ladder match for the Tag Team Championships. I can't wait for this one, said announcer number 1. There's definitely gonna be a lot of destruction, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, and is a Fatal 4 Tag Team Ladder match, and is for the Tag Team Championships. Introducing the challengers. Mr. Indestructible and the Mountain, Diablo and Jericho, the Fabulous Freebirds, the Destroyer and the Pursuer, the new dominant species and the Tag Team Champions. Digger and Suave, said announcer. Number 3. Bell dings. All 8 are attacking each other. Mr. Indestructible goes through the middle ropes, then grabs a ladder. Jericho jumps off the ledge of the ring, then does a crossbody onto Mr. Indestructible. Digger tackles the Pursuer through the middle ropes. The Destroyer, punching Suave. Suave grabs the Destroyer's right arm, whips him into the corner, then chops his chest. The Destroyer groans. Suave clotheslines the Destroyer over the top rope, then goes through the middle rope himself. Diablo punching the Mountain. The Mountain goes into the corner. Diablo climbs onto the second rope, then starts punching the Mountain some more. The Mountain pushes Diablo off himself. Diablo lands onto the mat, then groans. Jericho slides into the ring, then starts punching the Mountain. The Mountain pushes Jericho away, then walks out of the corner. Both Diablo and Jericho dropkick the Mountain. The Mountain goes into the ropes, bounces off, then clotheslines both Diablo and Jericho. Both Diablo and Jericho roll outside of the ring. The Pursuer punches the Mountain. The Mountain pushes the Pursuer. The Pursuer staggers backwards. The Destroyer grabs the Mountain's right leg. The Mountain grabs the Destroyer's head, then lifts him up onto the ledge of the ring. The Pursuer hits the Mountain's back. The Mountain pushes the Pursuer. The Destroyer grabs the Mountain's right arm, then hands it off the top rope. The Mountain holding his right arm, then turns around. The Pursuer boots the Mountain. The Mountain falls into the ropes. The Destroyer slides into the ring. Both the Destroyer and the Pursuer bounce off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then double clothesline the Mountain over the top rope. Mr. Indestructible appears behind both the Destroyer and the Pursuer. Both the Destroyer and the Pursuer turn around. Mr. Indestructible double clotheslines both the Destroyer and the Pursuer. Both Digger and Suave are attacking Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible groaning, then gets bounced off the ropes. Both Digger and Suave do a double back elbow onto Mr. Indestructible. Mr. Indestructible rolls outside of the ring. Go get a ladder, said Digger. Suave goes through the middle rope, then grabs a ladder. The ladder gets slid into the ring. Digger grabs the ladder, then sets it up. Go, said Suave. Digger starts climbing up the ladder. Diablo slides into the ring, then superkicks Suave. Suave goes through the middle rope. Diablo climbs up the other side of the ladder, then gets to the top. Both Digger and Diablo start punching each other. The Pursuer slides into the ring, then grabs the ladder. Both Diablo and Digger are shaking their heads. The Pursuer pushes the ladder. Both Diablo and Digger land onto the top rope, then roll out of the ring. The pursuer sets up the ladder. The mountain reaches into the ring, grabs the pursuer's left leg, then pulls him outside of it. The pursuer punches the mountain. The mountain pushes the pursuer into the ring. The pursuer groans. The mountain grabs the pursuer by his throat. The destroyer runs at the mountain. The mountain grabs the destroyer by his throat. "Yeah, what you gonna do now?" asked the mountain. Both the destroyer and the pursuer kick the mountain in his testicles. The mountain groans, then let go of both the destroyer's and the pursuer's throats. The destroyer points up. "Get him up," said the destroyer. "What are these two thinking about?" asked announcer number 1. The pursuer sets the mountain up for a DDT. "Don't tell me they're gonna do the and quat, NDS and quat, on the mountain." "There's no way," said announcer number 2. "Lift him up," said the destroyer. The pursuer lifts up the mountain. The destroyer grabs the mountain's legs. Both the destroyer and the pursuer plant the mountain onto the floor. "I can't believe they actually lifted him up," said announcer number 2. "They have strength as well," said announcer number 1. Both the destroyer and the pursuer raise their arms. Both Jericho and Suave appear standing in the ring, look at both the destroyer and the pursuer, bounce off on the opposite side of the ring, then do a double suicide dive onto both of them. Both the destroyer and the pursuer go over the announce table. Both Jericho and Suave look at each other, at the ladder inside the ring, quickly slide into it, then start climbing up it. Jericho punches Suave, then reaches for the titles. Suave punches Jericho. Both Jericho and Suave continuously punch each other. Mr. Indestructible appears inside the ring, then starts shaking the ladder. Jericho falls off the ladder, then gets hung up. Suave tries reaching for the titles. Mr. Indestructible continues shaking the ladder. Suave falls off the ladder, then lands face first onto the mat. Mr. Indestructible puts a full Nelson onto Suave, lifts him up, then does a full Nelson slam onto him. "That's right. This is our time," said Mr. Indestructible, setting up the ladder, then starts climbing up it. Diablo appears climbing up the turnbuckle, jumps off of it, then dropkicks the ladder. The ladder falls over. Mr. Indestructible falls onto the mat, then rolls out of the ring. Diablo sets up the ladder, then slowly climbs up it. The destroyer slides into the ring with a second ladder, picks it up, then throws it at Diablo. Diablo falls off the ladder. The destroyer puts the second ladder into the rung of the first ladder, then lays it onto the ropes. Diablo groaning. The pursuer slides into the ring. "Get his ass up," said the destroyer. The pursuer sets up Diablo for a DDT, then lifts him up. The destroyer grabs Diablo's legs. Both the destroyer and the pursuer plant Diablo onto the bridged ladder. "Oh God, Diablo just got an quat, NDS and quat, through the ladder," said announcer number 2. "That didn't look good," said announcer number 1. The pursuer starts climbing up the ladder. Jericho slides into the ring, then superkicks the pursuer. The destroyer tackles Jericho through the middle ropes. "All the superstars are down," said announcer number 2. "Look again," said announcer number 1. Digger slides into the ring, then climbs up the ladder. "Digger's gonna get their titles," said announcer number 2. Digger gets to the top of the ladder, looks down, looks up at the titles, grabs, then unstraps them. "Beldings. Here's your winners and still the tag team champions, Digger and Suave," said announcer number 3. Both Digger and Suave retain their titles. "I can't believe that," said announcer number 2. The odds were stacked against them. And they still leave the tag team champions, said announcer number 1. Digger climbing down the ladder. Suave appears in the ring, then hugs Digger. Digger hands a title to Suave. Both Digger and Suave raise the titles. What a match that was. I still couldn't believe what the Destroyer and the Pursuer did to the mountain. Right in front of us too, said announcer number 2. I still can believe they retained their titles. They had a 25% chance of winning, but 5% of losing their titles, said announcer number 1. That's right, but still a great match though, said announcer number 2. Now ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our main event. A triple threat match for the Global Championship. Bullet vs. Clobber vs. Hazard. I can't wait to see what happens, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Championship. Introducing the competitors. Clobber, Hazard, and he is the global champion. Bullet, said announcer number 3. Beldings. All three staring at each other. Clobber goes through the middle rope. Go on, fight, said Clobber. Both Bullet and Hazard look at each other. Clobber scoffs, then turns around. Both Bullet and Hazard roll out of the ring, then approach Clobber. Clobber turns his head, sees Hazard, turns around, then sees Bullet. Both Bullet and Hazard are attacking Clobber. Clobber groaning. Both Bullet and Hazard send Clobber into the ring. Clobber groans. Hazard points at the barricade. Bullet nods his head. Both Bullet and Hazard throw Clobber into the barricade. Clobber groans louder. Bullet kicks Clobber. Hazard watching, then slides into the ring. Bullet turns, then sees Hazard inside the ring. Come on, Bullet, said Hazard, waving at Bullet. Bullet slides into the ring. Both Bullet and Hazard walk around the ring, then lock up. Bullet puts Hazard into a headlock. Hazard bounces Bullet off the ropes, then does a shoulder block. Bullet falls onto the mat, then rises to his knees. Hazard smiling. Bullet stands up, then claps. Both Bullet and Hazard lock up again. Hazard puts a headlock onto Bullet. Bullet bounces Hazard off the ropes, does a leapfrog over him, then dropkicks him. Hazard rolls towards the ropes, holds his face, then looks at Bullet. Nice one, said Hazard, smiling. Both Bullet and Hazard walk around the ring again. Clobber grabs Bullet's right leg, then pulls him outside of the ring. Bullet lands face first onto the floor. Clobber slides into the ring, then runs at Hazard. Hazard moves. Clobber goes face first into the corner, groans, then gets rolled up. 1, 2. Clobber kicks out. 2. Clobber stands up, then gets clotheslined. Hazard covers Clobber again. 1, 2. Clobber kicks out. 2. Said referee number 3. Hazard picks Clobber up, then chops his chest. Clobber falls into the corner. Hazard punching Clobber. Bullet slides into the ring, runs, then does a jumping corner body splash onto both Hazard and Clobber. Both Clobber and Hazard fall onto the mat. Clobber rolls outside of the ring. Bullet waving at Clobber. Come on, stand up, said Bullet. Clobber stands up outside of the ring. Bullet runs, jumps onto the middle rope on the side of the ring, then jumps over the top rope. Clobber moves. Bullet lands onto the ledge of the ring. Clobber looks at Bullet. Bullet runs, jumps off the ledge of the ring, then goes for a Hurricane Rana onto Clobber. Clobber blocks the Hurricane Rana, spins, then throws Bullet into the barricade. Oh, Bullet landed hard into the barricade, said announcer number 2. Hopefully he's all right, said announcer number 1. Clobber stands up, then turns around. Hazard clotheslines Clobber onto the floor. Clobber groans. Hazard looks at Bullet, then kneels next to him. Are you all right? Bullet, are you all right? Asked Hazard, standing up. Then looking at Clobber. Clobber slowly standing up. Hazard pushes Clobber into the ring post. Clobber groans. Hazard picks Clobber up, then continuously bounces his head off the announce table. Clobber falls onto the floor. Hazard is upset now, said announcer number 2. Yeah, because of what Clobber did to Bullet. That's why, said announcer number 1. Hazard whips Clobber. Clobber goes into the barricade. Hazard walking then picks up Clobber. Do you see what you're making me do? Asked Hazard, holding Clobber's head. Bullet slides into the ring, runs, then does a suicide dive onto both Clobber and Hazard. All three go into the barricade. Who do you think will win? Asked announcer number 1. I don't know. It's anyone's ball game, said announcer number 2. Bullet slowly stands up, grabs Clobber's head, then throws him into the ring. Clobber rolling then stops. Bullet climbs onto the ledge of the ring then jumps up. Hazard quickly grabs Bullet's left leg then pulls him down. Bullet's head hits the ledge of the ring. Sorry, said Hazard, rolling into the ring then stands up. Clobber does a hard clothesline onto Hazard then covers him. 1, 2. Hazard kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. And quat? What? And quat? And quat? What? And quat? No way. No way he kicked out. No way, said Clobber. It was a 2 count, said referee number 3. Count faster, ref. That was a 3 count, said Clobber, turning around. Hazard does a sit-out spine buster onto Clobber then covers him. 1, 2. Clobber kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Oh, that was a close one, said announcer number 2. Hazard laying on the mat then covers his face. Bullet appears on the ledge of the ring, jumps up, does a springboard body splash onto Hazard then covers him. 1, 2. Hazard kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Bullet slowly stands up, then turns around. Clobber boots Bullet. Bullet falls onto the mat, then rolls underneath the bottom rope. Clobber picks up Hazard, runs, then throws him into the ring post. Hazard groans, then falls onto the corner ledge of the ring. Clobber walks towards Bullet, then goes to grab him. Bullet grabs the top rope, jumps up, then kicks Clobber's head. Clobber staggers backwards. Bullet stands up on the ledge of the ring, jumps up, then goes for a springboard crossbody. Clobber ducks. Bullet lands face first onto the mat. Come on, said Clobber, running, bounces off rope, then goes for a hard clothesline. Bullet ducks, runs, jumps onto the middle rope, does a springboard moonsault onto Clobber, then covers him. Hazard runs, then does a running senton onto both Bullet and Clobber. All three are groaning. What a match this is, said announcer number 2. I really have to admit it. I thought this match would have been over by now. But these three really want that title, said announcer number 1. Hazard stands up, grabs Bullet, then bounces him off the ropes. Bullet does a tilt-a-whirl DDT onto Hazard. Hazard laying in the middle of the ring. Clobber stands up, then goes for a clothesline onto Bullet. Bullet ducks, then does a step-up enziguri onto Clobber. Clobber lands next to Hazard. Bullet stands up, runs, jumps onto the middle rope, then does a springboard moonsault onto both Clobber and Hazard. A double springboard moonsault by Bullet, said announcer number 2. That was a stupendous moonsault, said announcer number 1. Bullet covers Clobber. 1, 2. Clobber kicks out. Bullet covers Hazard. 1, 2. Hazard kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Bullet stands up then waves. Come on, come on. Which one? Asked Bullet. Both Clobber and Hazard slowly stand up. Bullet goes for a step-up enziguri onto Clobber. Clobber ducks. Hazard gets a step-up enziguri then falls through the middle rope. Bullet just hit Hazard with an enziguri, said announce number 2. I don't think he's the one. Bullet wanted though, said announcer number 1. Bullet looks, sees Hazard outside of the ring, stands up, then turns around. Clobber does a hard clothesline onto Bullet then covers him. 1, 2. Bullet kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. What? No way. That was the second and quat, clobbering it, and quat. He should be down. Can't you count, you damn ref? Asked Clobber turning towards Bullet, then picks him up. Bullet moves Clobber's arms then does a jumping knee. Clobber groaning then staggers. Bullet does another step-up enziguri onto Clobber. Clobber flips then lands in the middle of the ring. Bullet stands up, runs then jumps onto the middle rope. Hazard grabs Bullet's head then hangs him up. Bullet falls onto the mat. Clobber slowly stands up. Bullet stands then turns around. Clobber does another hard clothesline onto Bullet again. Hazard slides into the ring then does a sit-out spinebuster onto Clobber. Clobber rolls outside of the ring. Hazard picks up Bullet, pushes him into the ropes, does a sit-out spinebuster onto him then covers him. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new global champion. Hazard, said announcer number 3. Hazard cheering. Referee number 3 hands the title to Hazard. Hazard slowly grabs the title, then kneels on the mat. Hazard just became the first ever 2-time global champion. I can't believe it, said announcer number 1. Well, he deserves it. After what he's been through, trying to get that title back, said announcer number 2. I agree with you there, said announcer number 1. Bullet stands up then looks at Hazard. Hazard holding out his right hand. Bullet grabs Hazard's right hand. Hazard pulls Bullet to his feet. Bullet pats Hazard's back. Congratulations, man. You deserve this, said Bullet. Thank you, said Hazard. Bullet goes through the middle rope. Hazard climbs onto the second rope then raises the title. The crowd is cheering. Well, another great night of wrestling. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night everyone, said announcer number 1. Bye-bye, said announcer number 2. Waving. Hazard continues celebrating. The crowd continues cheering. The end.